Hello there. In this video, I want to go over current status of the one of the bigger players on AI market, generative market, and see where they are right now, so you can reposition yourself to get a best result from those services. Of course, the one bigger announcement was it's from new Dall-e 3 from OpenAI. It's not yet available to the people. It's will coming, but from what preview they posted out, you can see it's a huge improvement on how work with language to image, and it's probably based to the chat GPT, how the engine works, so it can recognize text, separate it, and create precise image. This is probably one of the will be more interesting on the precision to create picture based on your description, and I'm looking forward to see on this. So this is one bigger announcement. Another one, maybe even bigger than Dall-e 3, it's of course from Adobe Firefly. And Adobe Firefly was officially released now in a Photoshop, where you can go ahead and create generative placements. So for example, right here we have an image, and I mean, after working for a little bit with this, I'm saying it is very impressive how it's work. So let's go ahead, we can select like small image. If we can just generate a fill, it can fix it and remove its stuff. Actually right here, let's go say this clop right here, we have generated fill. Even I don't specify anything, the AI is good enough to analyze what's going on in the image, analyze all image, and give me versions that I'm possibly wanted in this case. And from my experience, it is actually very impressive. Look what we have. Like it says, okay, I will remove the globe, maybe replace it with other stuff, and it's work very, very good. Very intuitive and stuff. Of course, you don't need to do just that. You can specify, maybe just select even more area, and of course you can type like that flowers or something and generate. The plus about using with Photoshop, it does not restrain you too much to the resolution, because you can work with bigger images, and of course it's a layering. And most important about all of this work, because it's done with now full release, you can use for commercial work. So it's meaning you can create images for your client. You can sell this, and even more, you can sell on Adobe Stock now your generative images, which is a huge step, because honestly speaking, Adobe, I think it's the biggest player on all this graphic market, on a creation from Photoshop and everything. So I think it is very important step. And right here you can see how you can put like that flowers and just add and extend for you. So it's great work. Beside that, of course, you can go online and play with some other options. This is most of this available inside the Photoshop right now, so you can use it as well. And if you look, more stuff coming up. So this is definitely upgrading. And other players, like for example Night Cafe, they have it now as the XL 1.0. They add new models so you can create it. And remember, with Night Cafe you have options to have free generation, so they provide credits for you. You can collect, like for example, I have it over 1,000 credits and I did not pay anything. So those is collecting over time when I use it or participate in special activities. So it's a great place to do this. Of course, another one, for example, Leonardo and leonardo.ai, they're constantly upgrading. I mean, these guys is working on new canvas textures. If you don't remember 3D textures, they constantly add new models, and you can create all different type of art with, again, SDXL with a great quality. And of course, if you want to play a little bit more with different type of models, mage.space, I mean, are receiving notifications at least twice in a week. They add new models, and look how many models they gone through. They select the best models for animations or for the still. Also now they included LoRa's, they included inversions and control net if you need it, and all from the web interface, so you don't need your server. Of course, you need upgrade to Pro to use it, some of this, but the basic you can see it's free. But from all online services, sadly, not everyone does up to upkeeping. And I can say it sometimes feels to me like a MidJourney slowly dying. And the reason why I say, because they did promise some new models in May, but it's not yet. All what they release, it is like panning things and some weird stylizations. It wasn't that much. You can see it's a June, July when they're releasing. The panning is okay, it's expanding, but other ones already done this many times, long time ago, like in painting, which is not kind of truly in painting. So I will say, it feels to me like they're falling behind. They don't produce anything new. The only new things what they're doing, it's now you can have a magazine from them, but you need to purchase that magazine. Even they give you a free version. But let's say I was subscribed with them for over a year, and in September I stopped because I just don't see return on my money. I don't see the reason subscribe with MidJourney anymore, because other services better, they surpass in quality and surpass had way more with the features that are available for you. And of course, if you have your own local stable diffusion with all of these crazy extensions, you can do even more. And primarily what I'm working right now, it is with just a stable diffusion local installation, which allowed me to do almost anything that I wanted. A lot of with animations work, a lot of work with animations from the forum, or create image to image with a roop and everything. I mean, it is no comparison way ahead. And with new SDXL model inside the stable diffusion on local machine, it is definitely create quality on the level with MidJourney. So from all of these updates, I will say those top ones, they're still progressing. They created new interesting things. I see a little bit slow down. I think the hype is done, honestly. I think the hype of the generative art is going down, which kind of good actually, because before people pay too much attention, they'll freak out, oh, we get out of job or whatever. And right now at this point, it is start actually going with like Photoshop, with more serious tool, which allow the real artists to actually utilize, and people stop afraid. They start learning tool, which is kind of very nice. I think this is a good way that hype a little bit reducing as well. I can tell you from statistic on a YouTube videos and everything, it does slowing down, decreasing, which is good, because now the people who is really interested in AI, it's who's sticking around, and real creators kind of start coming to the market. I hope I will see more developing in this case. So this is short overview of what I see on the market. Hopefully it will help you point in right directions. And of course, we're going more over stable diffusion on local machine, how to work with portraits and everything, because I think this is truly very powerful tool and allowed to create commercial work at this point. Thank you. Have a great day.